Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third stream of Starfield. I am your host, Iron Dragon. Well, I did do a lot of off-camera work, just surveying a few systems. As you can see, our pilot Han is now level 24, significantly higher than he used to be. And all of that is just from surveying the planets in 2 or 3 systems. I almost completely surveyed everything in Alpha Centauri, and then I went to the system that we started in, which is up here at Narian, or is it? Yeah, it would be. And surveyed everything there. Coincidentally, on this display, where you see up at the top, the orange ones are gas giants. The green ones are habitable, for certain definitions of habitable. For instance, here in Alpha Centauri, it says that 3 of them are habitable. But if you take a closer look, obviously Jemison is habitable. Gagarin, theoretical, at least it has fauna and flora. Its main thing is a really high oxygen. Actually, I think the green ones may just have an atmosphere of some type, I'm not sure. Because Bondar, look at that, extreme CO2 atmosphere, no fauna, no flora, but theoretically habitable. Also, the grayed out dots are like moons that have been surveyed. Something else to note on this screen is that places that are already marked, like Mast District, Civilian Outpost, and Science Outpost, those are pre-generated by the developers. Something like this that says Landing Area, that's where you landed. That's procedurally generated. But it stays consistent, so it's like if you take off and then land at the same spot, it's got to keep the same map. But it generates that map the first time you land there. And be right back. A certain cat wants out. I take that back. I thought she wanted out. She just wanted to remind me that she was going to sploot right in front of the door. Well, since we're here, let's go ahead and talk to some of these people that are in the city. Like the bartender. But I do want to get onto the Sol system in this stream. Oh, I was also going to show you over here. I put a few points into ballistics, and the challenge because see these others like dueling, that just increases damage of melee weapons. Pistol certification, damage with pistols. It does stack, mind you. If you take pistol certification and ballistics, your pistols are going to do a lot of damage, but I'm not sure I wanted to spend a whole lot of points in the combat tree, despite being a bounty hunter. Where I wanted to spend them, I've got security up to rank 3. I'm not going to spend the point to get you up to rank 4. Rank 3 lets you hack master level locks. And boost pack training is level 4. Piloting is currently level 2, so increased ship turning rate and maneuverability. And I've got to destroy 5 more ships to get up to rank 3, which I definitely want to do. Some other changes. Commerce is now at rank 4, so buy for 20% less, sell for 25% more. And I'm not putting a whole lot into physical. If you went the physical route, you could basically be a space ninja. I mean, you've got stealth there, you've got gymnastics there, martial arts there, and concealment there. Something else I found about the skills, it's not spend 4 ranks up here to unlock this, and then spend 4 ranks here to unlock this. I kind of wish I hadn't spent that point on engine systems, because I already qualified to start spending points on starship design. You just have to have a total of 8 points out of these top 2 tiers before you can move on to the 3rd tier, and a total of 12 out of all of these before you can start unlocking the 3rd tier.
Hey. I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Engineering is my specialty. I'm trained to optimize your repair systems to keep your ship up and running. Let me know if you change your mind.
He'll be around.
Hope life is treating you well.
But unfortunately, my crew is already full.
Anything. Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty. I've got something. Well, at the moment, I made a deal with him, but it never showed up. Security got wind. I submitted all. And really, I need to get my hands on them.
I'm kind of zooming through this because we've actually seen this conversation before.
I really do. Before we say, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And...
Whoops. Accidentally skipped that last line.
You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security.
Yeah, sure. I can wait the 18 months until they release it. Catch you later.
Not going to actually do that one just yet. I really don't want to get roped into going undercover with the pirates. What else is on my list? I know Sergeant Yumi wanted something from me.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Well, I'm looking for work if you have
Yep.
any.
Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
Why did he leave without identifying
Men
the
like
same?
him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness. given that he was still half drunk when he got here and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated, which is another way of saying highly unreliable. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved.
Anything else I should know about the case?
According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds.
What's Don's Roost?
A restaurant over in the residential district. Caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where forks come in different sizes, depending on the food. Let me know if you have any questions.
Should be an easy one. Well, maybe not easy, but in town.
All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One taste, and I'm sure you'll agree.
I'm here about a fight that happened at your
A
restaurant.
most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
These two men dined together?
Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements.
What
Music,
far corners? This
candles,
restaurant
wine.
doesn't even have any
You
corners.
see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt.
Can you describe the patrons?
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper.
Had a little trouble,
Well,
huh, Carrie?
But a bit hot-tempered. I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly.
I need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he's
I
stole
assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, it's got more corners than I thought, but I mean, to me, I walk in here and this place looks more like a hotel lobby than a restaurant.
That's your ship.
Hello. Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Go on, finish your rant.
That lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star. 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter.
You two were dating?
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it.
What happened at the Dawn's Roost?
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner. Our last, before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off!
Is there any chance you two can patch things up?
No. There are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point? He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I don't care. I'm not giving it to you.
It's evidence in a crime, and I need to confiscate it. And the way the persuasion works, by the way, you notice down at the bottom here, there's 4 bars and 3 turns. You've got to fill up all 4 bars within 3 turns.
I see. If this is official UC security business...
And the color indicates how
rather
difficult the
not
roll's
be
going to
arrested.
be. Fortunately, I've currently got a plus 25.
You're right. My stubbornness gets me in trouble far too often.
What you're doing is theft. You want to go to jail over this?
True, I don't want to go to prison. I've heard stories and they rarely end well. Fine! I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison. Here.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Evening, sir.
I hate that we have to dress up for these things.
And once again, she doesn't quite make it to the bus. Train. Whatever.
Crime officer?
I finished my investigation of the fight at Dawn's
Ah,
Roost.
perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back?
I did. Here you go.
Excellent. I'm sure the victim will be pleased to know their property has been returned. You acquitted yourself well again. I dare say you might have a knack for police work. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
100 XP and 3,800 credits. I can live with that. Well, 2 of these are actually on Earth, so I think I'll go there next. Finally making it to the Sol system.
can I do for you?
Well, first off, First off, I want to see if I have... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. When you survey a planet, which means scanning all the flora 8 times, scanning all the fauna 8 times, finding at least one deposit of all the minerals known to be on that planet, and antiplanetary anomalies, you end up with the survey data in your notes, and you can see it sells for a pretty penny. Also, I picked up a few more magazines, like the Constellation Spacefarer's Guide. 15% less O2 while moving when encumbered. Guide 4, healing items 5% more effective. Mining monthly issue. Tool grip weapon damage by 2%. Peak performance 2, increasing carrying capacity by 5 kilos. The UC defense manual, slightly increasing magazine size and weapon bash critical chance for all guns from allied armaments. And Vanguard space tactics, ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. You always want to keep these magazines on you. They weigh nothing, so...
Need some work done?
And I'm
Sure,
just going
how
to
about it?
quickly show you some of the modifications I've made to the ship. Well, first of all, the fuel tank is larger. It's got a 70 instead of a 50. For right now, that's more than enough. If I kept this ship, or if I kept flying this ship, I would probably eventually replace it with one that has a capacity of like 250 or something like that. Around back, that is a different grav drive. So now I've got a range of 28 light years instead of whatever the old drive had. And that is an upgraded reactor, 20 units of power. And you notice all my equipment, except for the grav drive, you know, weapon 0, weapon 1, weapon 2, engineering and engines and shields, all of that adds up to 23 power. So I'm darn near being able to max everything out in combat. And that is a C2X for extended cockpit. The C2X adds another 20 tons of cargo. So between the cockpit and the cargo hold, I've got an incredible 470 cargo, which is actually way more than most ships. I've also upgraded the cannon with a Dangan PB right there. And really, if I was willing to deal with a lower firing rate and shorter range, I'd probably replace it with a KE-20. And those are the best engines that I can currently put on it. Just
I'm
for
sure you
fun.
can find something you like.
Okay, that's one that I captured and delivered here just before this stream. The Varun ship, the Litany. Then you've got that's another ship that I stole and brought back here. But you see how annoying the sell prices are? For instance, that Crimson Fleet Haunt, I had to pay 7,000 credits to transfer the registration, and then they only paid like 9,000 credits for it. And then they turn right around and want to sell it back to me for 57,000 credits. The Galileo, that's a nice ship. Or nice looking anyway. The Roanoke, that's a cargo ship if I ever saw one. Cargo capacity 2,375. It's a Class B ship too. I need to kill 5 more enemy ships before I can get up to to start flying rank B, Class B ships. Crossbow's a Class C. I bet that thing's heavily armed, too. The Slipstream and the Shield Breaker. Okay, well, I can't afford any of them, but I just wanted to see what he had for sale.
To my crew position.
Yes, you do that.
All thrusters firing. Achieving orbit now.
I have no idea why it was showing me the Jemison system when I'm in the Sol system. Let's see. So basically climb up and take the snow globe. Great. Well, let's see if I can find the 2 resources.
Keep scanning. I'm sure there's something nearby.
And of course, I probably shouldn't need to say this, but the actual map of the moon that they're showing here is actually based on actual photographs taken by NASA. Oh, by the way, even though I'm probably not going to get into outposts in this stream, something to note. You see how that section of rock is a different color, but it's normal when I turn off the scanner? That means there's iron under here, and you need to put your outpost on top of, like, if you want to mine iron, you need to put it on top of an iron deposit. Now I just need to find some helium 3 somewhere.
I trust that there's a good reason the previous owners abandoned this place.
Wouldn't know. Let's find out. Steal from anybody, but I'm surprised someone still owns this if they abandoned it. Got to be some HE3 around here somewhere. Coincidentally, you notice how fast my boost regenerates now because I've got my boost pack up to rank 4. On a low gravity place like the moon, I could literally just stay in the air all the way to the target. Maybe I'll find some HE3 in the cave. Or maybe I won't. I mean, fluorine? That's not common. Really not as much in this cave as I was expecting to find. also will be visiting Earth after I finish surveying this other, if I can find an HE3 deposit. Decrepit military installation? Yeah. Huh.
Training exercise on my signal. I want you to pump these bots full of holes until every last one is bleeding bolts. Is that understood?
Yes, Captain.
Then let's do this!
My sensors are picking up suspicious activity. I have located an enemy. I am
Anytime you see this particular thing where you've got Marines attacking robots as part of a training exercise, if you wait for the robots to be destroyed, you can basically scavenge off the roof. Also, the storage boxes are not claimed, so
hostiles in range. Repair not possible.
Have anything valuable?
like I said, you can take the stuff off of the robots whenever you see that one happen. Okay, let's see. I still haven't found any HE3. If I don't find any before I reach this next unknown spot, then I'm just going to go on to Earth. There's no point in sitting here looking around for this stuff. Because I was surveying one of the planets in another system, and it turns out that two of the animals are fish. And I found a landing site near the water, spent like 15 minutes running to actually get to the edge of the water, and then it turned out to be bacterially contaminated, which will kill you if you spend too long in it. I just gave up at that point. I'm like, you know what? It can stay unsurveyed. Might not even find it at that location, so I'm just gonna go on to Earth. Coincidentally, something that you may or may not have noticed, Earth, in this game, has a carbon dioxide atmosphere, no fauna, no flora. Basically, it got messed up in the colonial wars.
Like touching down on a cloud. Your landing skills never cease to impress.
Extreme solar radiation. Probably ozone layer destroyed kind of thing. Pick up the London snow globe.
Much more comfortable inside the ship. Maybe we shouldn't stay out here for too long.
You find lead on almost every planet. Almost. Well, that's 3 of the 5 resources. crystal crater, but it's not the planetary anomaly that I was thinking it might be. Make that 4 out of 5 resources mapped. Chlorosilanes. Coincidentally, in case you're wondering just what chlorosilanes are, silanes in general are used as coatings for like glass and that kind of stuff. And chlorosilane is just one of many different types of silane material. And in case you were wondering, yes, I had to look that up because I didn't know what it was. But if you've ever had a watch where the watch face was supposed to be scratch resistant, it's because it had a coating of some sort of silane. Unexplored geophysical feature. I've got to find the other one, wherever it is. It'll be in the same area. There you go. Why are you standing on that side of the console, lady? I'm gonna change landing sites to one where, like the frozen plains, there might actually be some H2O out here, which is the last thing, and then I can call Earth completely surveyed. Bink. There we go. No point in exploring the rest of it. Earth is now fully surveyed. Okay. And now it's off to Mars. I'm going to take a little side trip here just to show you something. When you have a station like this, target it.
Acknowledging your hail. Deimos Star Yard is open for business 24/7. You're clear to dock.
Not only does it count as a location discovered, but once you get close enough, after hailing it first, of course, you can hold down the R key and dock there.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
UC is watching over this star yard like a hawk, so we should watch our step.
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born. Intrepid explorers and
I wish
valiant
Deimos
colonists.
was exclusively a military contractor. Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to... contract with them to this day.
And we just picked up a new side mission.
That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a longsword? There's nothing.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you? What a relief. I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal.
Well, let's go ahead and find out. What's the lowdown on the ships?
I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right? Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a, I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way. Hmm?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're a lot more energetic than the others around here.
Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink.
I imagine that Deimos doesn't have the best booze.
Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep up appearances. What I could really use is Jake's Stout, from Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or The Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he could make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts?
I'll go get one for you.
Awesome!
It's no trouble.
Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return.
I read there's delivery jobs you offer.
If you have your own ship, we're always looking for bulk resources. The Star Yards have negotiated a set price with the Trade Authority. twice the market rate.
Tell me what you're looking for.
As a first-time contractor, I am required by law to let you know that every star yard offers the same terms. But obviously, you should deal with us. Depending on your cargo hold size, you may need to make several trips to fulfill the order. So what we need is copper. We need a small shipment, 500 units of it.
Maybe another time.
I'll come back later then. What we need is always changing.
500 units of it is even
yeah.
more than what my cargo hold can carry.
This is the heart of the UC.
Destroy the Crimson Fleet Phantom at Narian. Destroy the Crimson Fleet Spectre at Piazzi. Coincidentally, here's the difference. If it says destroy, that's a space combat. If it says kill so-and-so, that's you got to get on the ground and find them. I might take that later. A survey mission.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos prides itself on being the UC's first and last line of defense in space. But we're more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars. Anyone that flies in space earns my respect. Heck, an independent may be even braver. You don't have a fleet at your back when the Crimson Fleet comes calling. So, let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Let's see your ships.
Good choice.
I doubt I can afford any of them. I can barely afford a longsword if I sell stuff off. Although I will admit, it's not a bad ship. Crew of 4, but it has less cargo, less fuel. The Byrene. Plenty of cargo, 3,680. But that reactor's going to have to be upgraded. Well, plus there's the price. 145,000? Yeah, can't afford that yet. And it's Class B, so I can't fly it yet. Practically everything except the longsword of the Gladius 2 are Class B or higher. So I'm going to have to work my way up to a better piloting skill.
When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos.
These are hallowed halls.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
Generations of UC pilots were locked together.
Captain?
Okay, Deimos already counts as surveyed. No atmosphere, no magnetosphere, no flora, no fauna, no water. Nothing to scan. I didn't take out their jump drive.
You picked the wrong place. Die! Die!
Enemy's shield system is offline.
United Colonies vessel to unknown contact. Please acknowledge.
I wish it wouldn't do that. The key to acknowledge a hail is the same as the key to get the hell out of your seat.
United Colonies requesting a response. Spacers are crazy, but at least they go down easy. I have a lot of my crew over here that want to send a heartfelt thanks. Any way we can repay you?
Credits would be appreciated.
Transferring credits now. You take care out there.
2,100 credits. Not too bad. And Phobos is now surveyed. For those who are curious, Phobos and Deimos, the two moons of Mars, are probably extrasolar captures. And one of them, Mars is slowly losing it and it'll eventually hurl off into space. The other one's being pulled in closer and will eventually crash into Mars. Of course, by the time that happens, either we'll have figured out how to prevent that from happening, or we won't care.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete.
Thank you. Please land.
Landing side looks good. Let's sit it down.
Ah, I cherish these visits to the forgotten corners of the United Colonies.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority, anything I can help you with?
Leeches in the grab drive. Suppose that would
Okay, no problem.
Let's see what they have available. Pretty much the same stuff I've been finding everywhere else.
So what's
for
this
now.
going to run? If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures. 5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
That's removal in progress. Watch your step.
It's not about protecting it from the landscape. It's about protecting it from the sun, solar radiation, and all that. Since Mars doesn't have a very strong magnetosphere and doesn't have much of an atmosphere either. So a lot of solar radiation gets through. Fortunately, dirt makes a very good block for solar radiations.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent?
A friend offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double out here in the Sidonia mines. Joke's on them.
It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here. Keep it simple or keep to yourself, and everyone will be happy. What's your poison? He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
I'm not about to leave a brave soldier behind.
You in the service? I know the feeling, but, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I'll let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Okay, so Sarah's gonna say skip to the part where you admit you're lying. Or I can try to persuade him.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
What matters to you more, the money or Moara's life?
Yeah. I get your point.
We could be the only ones who could find him.
Maybe. Alright, I'll give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moara kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
What?
Maybe it's not too late to push it.
Oh, okay. She wants Jake's stout, not Jack's stout.
Ship manufacturer, but that doesn't mean we haven't kept up.
Well, in that case. Coincidentally, that unusual SOS is bugged right now. I imagine they'll fix it in the patch. But it always pops up, that investigate the distress call. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, go to Venus, huh?
I just can't make ends meet.
William, what can I do you for?
Always nice to get back and bring a spear after a long day.
Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground over the incidental particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
One resource scan. I mean, I might as well survey it while I'm here on the planet, right? You notice that I'm losing relatively little oxygen as I run, and that's because the game does take gravity into account. If you're out on a world that has like 0.11 gravities, you're not going to lose much oxygen at all, because you're putting in less physical effort.
Got anything on your scanner?
Water and chlorine, huh? The other two resources that I haven't discovered. I'm so glad running is a toggle instead of having to hold it down all the time. Because in games where you have to hold down the run button, my pinky gets a real workout. Well, at least for the most part, I've managed to stop throwing grenades away for no reason. I'll tell you what does it though, and this is something we have to keep a watch for when you're playing the game, is that when your scanner's off, G is the key for throwing a grenade. When your scanner's on, G is the key for pulling up the map. In the Cematite home. Thankfully, heat leeches die pretty quickly, but there's not a whole lot on them in the way of resources. Usually just some tissue that can be used for crafting. Oh, hello. That's 3 out of 4. Now I just need to find a source of chlorine. Yeah, you can mine that stuff. I'm not sure exactly what its value is. Wonder if it's got any value to it. Someone must have been trying to defend their claim. Well, let's go to aid. Some cheese, chicken marsala. have to admit that those two turrets down in the cave caught me by surprise. Now what the heck? Let's get to Venus.
They call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently.
Why are they out here near Venus?
No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say.
I doubt they know where the Vanguard is.
But I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
So we need to get to that beacon without being attacked.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Minimize ship system power to avoid detection. Systems like weapons and shields are easier to detect. For maximum stealth, power down all systems except 1 or 2 bars in your engines, and stay as far away from enemy ships as you can. Get within 500 meters of the beacon so you can activate it.
Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Bloody religious zealots.
orbiting Earth's moon. Yeah, I know. The whole place is decommissioned. And I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago. And the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
What happened to Earth anyway? Why did we leave it?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere. It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started. Managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
Let's see if Vanguard and Moira is in that
Keep
star
your
yard.
weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging there.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. You will need to select the ship in your HUD and then fly close enough so that the dock prompt appears. Yeah, got it. Of course, we're not going to get anything from it.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Two steps in, and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers are scavenging around here and someone else came in and said hello. Oh, this won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew. They pillage abandoned facilities and shoot anyone who gets in their way. They're even less organized than the Crimson Fleet. Just countless desperate groups scavenging and killing to survive.
I'm not going to complain about 900 plus credits. Offhand, I'd have to say Moira probably kicks some ass. Dead spacers. Before I go through that door, let's... Yeah, I know I'm kind of wasting inventory space with food items, but it saves me from using one of my med kits if I can find, you know, if you have enough food, even though it's only 2 or 3 health per item, it adds up. Besides which, I fully expect to eat all of it before I'm done here. Well, it takes a lot more than just a 3-course meal. I mean, here I am, eating lettuce, eating a lime, eating eggs, eating an entire meal tray, eating a couple of onions, eating an orange, a plum, a couple of potatoes, a sandwich, some seaweed snacks, some Choco Bites. Four slices of toast. And there, I just ate all of my food and I'm still not back to full health. Someone walked to the bathroom. Not only that, but they apparently felt that it was a good idea to eat their Raisin Bran while they were on the toilet. Oh, I figure I better address this really quick. In case you're wondering why they're catching on fire, it has to do with this. The Incendiary Deep Seeker pack. Minus 15% incoming energy damage, plus 20 carry capacity, 10% chance to ignite nearby attackers. So basically, every time they shoot me, they have a 10% chance of catching on fire. But I figured people might want to know that it wasn't my gun that was setting them on fire. XP after about 4 health bars.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Can't take much more of this.
Come on!
Tried to run and hide, and he got shot in the butt for it. Vanguard
This is
Warrior
Vanguard
Slate.
Moira. Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Ah,
He's almost
great.
daring the spacers to come after him. Much better odds destroying one of their ships than fighting them all at once.
Goody. So now we get to go to Neptune. The thing I hate about this is that there's no mini-map to help you find the way you need to go. If I could figure out which passage gave me direct access to where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, I know it's a bad pun, but I just have to say it. All of that for some Good thing for them, I practice a strict policy of non-violence. Sorry, had to say it.
On deck.
Guess it's off to Neptune.
Clamps released.
Also, as another side note, I'm really glad they didn't include all of Jupiter's, Neptune's, and Uranus's moons, and Saturn's. Because I think, like Jupiter, for example, 134 moons, something like that? Not all of them are very big. A lot of them are just chunks of rock, but still. Okay, it's surveyed now.
Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our landlord.
I'm going to save that skill point because I am still 5 ships away from getting the ability to pilot Class B Starfield.
Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready!
Vanguard to civilian ship. Come in.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. Mercs hijacked my ship. White-lined a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
You blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to have to board. Target the engines. Once they stall out, we'll have our chance. That's it. Stop doing 2. Let's go rescue that Vanguard. And we're locked in.
And by the way, that is one of the reasons why you always want to put at least 1 point in targeting control systems. The bounty hunter starts with that. But anyone else needs to put a point into that because otherwise you can't use targeting mode. And you need targeting mode if you're going to disable the enemy ships instead of blow them up.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
am I glad to meet whoever you two are. Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
We're from the Explorers group. Well, who were those people? Why'd they hijack the ship?
Ecliptic mercs. They'll work for anyone. And vanguards don't exactly make friends with local pirates, thieves, and scavengers. I think enough of them finally got fed up and they pooled their money to hire professionals.
We're from the Explorers group, Constellation. We need to talk.
What? You guys still exist? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is? I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
You were out on patrol for a long time. People were worried.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Ah, damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down. Forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back.
Maybe it's time to get out of Sol. I could use more crew.
Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact. Good work. Let's get back to the lodge. Time to get this ship moving.
And I'll hit him up on Sidonia after
We're
I'm able
free
to
and
afford
clear
a
for
better
flight.
craft that has more crew members. Because this ship is really only designed for 2 people. I'm going to do this real quickly. I'm not going to survey everything in the system on camera, but with the gas giants, there, it's surveyed. If you can't land on the planet like a gas giant, then a simple orbital scan counts. Think, now it's surveyed. And now Uranus is surveyed. I'm sorry. I can't stop forgetting about... I can't stop remembering Mass Effect 2 whenever I talk about that planet. Because of what Edie does when you try to scan it. Really, Captain? Probing Uranus.
Switching over to standard engines.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's very much, I knew he was going to do that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna have to stop at a store because I'm so full up on stuff. But I figured, well, eat the food.
You're back. Did you...
We have it. Go ahead. Do
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
What does it mean to be a full member?
Honestly, this just makes it more official. Call it right person, right place, right time. But once the artifacts started coming together, you were one of us.
It's an honor to be a part of this.
We're going to do great things together. All of us. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
Why ask me? Why not someone who's been here longer?
Oh, we'll be working with everyone here at the Lodge sooner or later. Constellation is all in on this. Sometimes we'll partner up, sometimes we'll go solo. It's not a formal arrangement. We just came back with good news. We've got momentum. Why not keep going?
You got it. Let's
All right.
get back out there.
We've got a few more leads we should talk about. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person.
$400 XP. And plenty of things. How did you know there was an artifact on Vectera?
You can thank Barrett for that, if he's still around to thank when this is all said and done. Honestly, he took this seriously before any of us. It was at his urging that we started doing deep space scans. I will admit, it was something of a shock to see Barrett taking anything seriously.
What's the Eye? Who's Vladimir?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning. Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience.
What can you tell me about Barrett anyway?
His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, too bad he couldn't see the artifacts coming together. But knowing him, he'll be so excited when he gets a look, it won't occur to him that he's missed anything.
Rusan Ko, what's this expedition of his?
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it.
So what should I do first?
It's all important, but if you want a direction, I'd grab Barrett first. He's not just an old friend. He's been all over the settled systems.
I don't think she
Feel
has
free to drop
anything
some
I need.
stuff into my bag. Until later.
I cannot wait to meet him. It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what he's like.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
And you must be Sam. Don't overwhelm me with welcome now. I might never leave. And you must be Sam Ko, the Freestar Collector.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Glad to see someone so young taking an interest
It helps
in
to have a
space.
good teacher. Dad, don't let it go to your head.
Sam? Not let it go to his head? Impossible.
A compliment from little Cora. And it's not even my birthday. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
Only that it was in Freestar Collective space.
Sure enough. That's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Anything I should know about Aquila?
Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. As far as the Collective is concerned, they're judge, jury, and executioner. They're the good guys, but that don't make them any less dangerous. Outside that, just don't be an asshole.
I'm still getting my bearings. Let's head out later.
I guess it wouldn't hurt. We just got back from a supply run anyway. Let me know when you're ready.
Main reason I'm not heading out with you is because I don't have crew space. I think he can join me even though I don't have enough crew slots for
Your mom
him.
dropped by. We had a nice chat. She had left this note for you.
Note from Mom added, huh? Which is... Note from Mom. Dearest Han, I was going through our storage unit the other day and I came across something that made me think of you. I know you're important and you're busy, but I'd really love it if you visited. I miss you. What I really want to do is I want to work towards getting a ship that has more crew spaces so I can take along more people. Although, if you really want to carry along a lot of crew, you need to come over here to Ship Command. Normally, you can have up to 3 active crew members, and then putting points in Ship Command lets you have up to 8, which is nice. Right now, though, Right now, though, I need to find a store and sell off some stuff.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the fuel systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
Mm-hmm.
I hope we
you
have
can
what
buy
you
my
need.
crap. So, go to sell. And another example of just how valuable this is. 703 for surveying Deimos, 703 for surveying Jupiter, and Neptune, and Phobos, and Saturn, and Uranus, and 1406 for Earth. Oh wait, won't get full value for that. Alright, well, we can solve that. I really don't need 200 shotgun shells, though. But it does give me room. Sell the combat knife.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Now to find another vendor to sell even more crap to.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. Welcome to Outland. All of our products come highly, and while I've never needed them.
So you just fly out there buck naked? I'm impressed.
No, and no flying for me. Not my style.
You've never really been to space?
Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes wrong, I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet at all times. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. Can't get those in space either.
Sure you can.
Yes, by all means. Have a
After
look.
all, I can make a meatloaf. Let's see, packs. Sell that. Sell that. Might as well sell that. Meh.
Please do. I hope we have something. Be careful out there.
There we go. Sold off all my crap. Trevor's on another planet.
What?
Yep, because it's pointing me right back to my ship.
Warm up the engines.
Might as well go meet Vladimir. Earlier when I talked to him, he said he wasn't ready for me yet. So I guess I did have to complete that next line in the main quest before it would let me dock there.
Docking cycle complete.
I have to admit, I like the view. Though obviously it wants to control, obviously it doesn't want you to go all the way around. Because two of the airlocks are literally inaccessible because of garbage. I also like the fact that you can see my ship clearly docked right there, and how big it really is. That's one thing about a lot of of a lot of outer space flight sims. That's one of the things I want to keep. Plus 5% to melee weapon critical damage. You know, I'm not sure I'm going to ask what all that ammo was doing in the cafeteria. It's not like you're going to eat the laser ammo.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Good to meet you, Vladimir.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
That happens to me too. I get lost in something.
Always preferred working alone, even around people I like. But we're all working together on this one. No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
I need to check on these leads in person.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves. Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
Who's Andrea?
Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
So you're retired from the Crimson Fleet. Didn't know that happened.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
Visit his house, huh?
Lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Let's see what missions we have. Yeah, but where did she say Jake was? Hold on a second. Oh, gotcha. It's right here in Alpha Centauri.
I have things for you. Undocking complete, Captain. I certainly do. It's all yours. Goodbye.
Keep your nose scanned as you enter the city.
Yeah, I gotta go down into the well to find this Jake guy.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around.
Hello.
And here's Jake's.
If you got anything valuable on you.
You buying? You want a beer? Fine. You want a buddy to talk to, or a therapy session, or whatever? Walk right back out that door. Yeah? Alright. Well, bye.
That pilot exam's coming.
That's an Albatani. That's one of the missions that I was talking about right there. Supply neon to Jemison and Alpha Centauri. That's one of the ones that requires you to set up an outpost. Well, this one's right here in Alpha Centauri, so we'll go ahead and take that one.
I've been studying so hard. From what I'm seeing, this world has all the essential building blocks to support life.
And you should know, you live here.
International Star Yard offers competitive options for private buyers. Please dock to see our sales representative.
Airlock integrity looks good.
Anyway, what I was saying earlier about a lot of space sims is that they really don't do a good job of establishing a sense of scale. Now, they've gotten better at it since the days of the original Wing Commander, but still, sometimes you don't get the feeling that a ship is as big as it actually is.
If you have any questions, I love questions. Oh, yes, thank you so much. And just so you know, I definitely will not be drinking this on the job. Definitely not.
Quick and easy 100
You
experience.
should be honored to step foot in here.
Nice. Clean set there. Grav jump complete.
I've actually been on this ship once before, but I didn't complete the quest. This is not actually a very fun ship to be on because the artificial gravity keeps cutting on and off.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
I wonder how long this wreck has been drifting through space. It's a miracle this ship is still in one piece.
It's a miracle that I still can't find my way to the nav point.
This heat is uncomfortable, but I think we could survive continuously here without our suits.
Second. Okay.
Just as I thought. Looks like nobody's aboard.
That's because we cleared them out earlier.
No power to the lift. Only way up is through that access hatch.
Might as well take what we can.
You picked the wrong fight.
Couldn't even work up a sweat. And I'm dead.
And flying through the air.
To the crew of this vessel to find out what happened.
But at least now I know where I'm supposed to go.
To the lift. Only way up is through that access hatch.
What?
Let's get out of here! Lie down!
This time I'm going to quick save here so I don't have to. Whatever gun he's using is potent.
Adapt to survive. Constant exposure to high temperature.
Rescue is en route. All personnel are expected to promptly report to the docking bay for evacuation procedures when notified. Failure to comply in a timely manner will result in disciplinary action. Does that include, I don't know, death?
The power is fluctuating badly, causing multiple explosions. We must be careful.
Come on.
got any weapons or ammo?
This mission is a little bit confusing because, well, I've got instructions saying go this way and use that computer, but I've already used that computer and it doesn't lead me anywhere I want to go. Jacked in for accessing 50 computers, and that's the door I think it wanted me to open. Better be some nice XP rewards or cash rewards for completing this one. Because, I'm sorry, but drifting around in a derelict ship that keeps losing power is not my idea of the most fun activity I could possibly be doing. Something like that, or just lucky. Come on. Yes, I'm sure they did too, and I wish an imaginary crew would do everything they could to keep the power on.
I'd like to speak to you.
Fine, you can speak to me when this is all over. This is getting frustrating.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera.
When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
I had visions, heard sounds of music. It's
No,
difficult to describe.
I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music.
How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying.
No, what's
When
terrifying
it
is
comes
that
to
you're
the
a quick
artifact,
change artist that
it
can
never
instantly get
ceases
into
to
and out of
amaze
your
me how the
spacesuit.
science, well, simply fails.
True. But hey, how else would you describe it? The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Even if you could answer, what would you say?
That's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea. No, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources. But I have classified the artifacts as a priority project. Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories.
Frustrating? Bewildering? Yes.
It would be, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this.
Then we'll get to the bottom of this
I
mystery.
picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind.
And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Thank you. Now that you're done chatting me up, there has got to be a way to get to that mission marker. And it's not through here. mission guide says something about a computer opening the airlock, and I've used that computer. But where's the airlock that it opened? That's what I'd like to know. Down here, maybe? This one? No, this is the airlock to the computer. Open the door. Well, now I have an idea what it feels like to be in a dryer on Tumble Dry. No, I don't need the damn dormitories.
From the look of things, I doubt this vessel...
Okay, give me a second. I'm about to do a... Lizzie's liquor where the... Can't believe how bizarrely small the interior of this freighter is and how bizarrely annoying it is. To try to navigate the damn thing.
traceworthy.
Yeah, I doubt it too. Although now I know where I'm going. How I kept missing the fact that somehow I kept missing the fact that this door is open now.
For all the effort we're going through, I hope there's something at the top of the lift that's worth finding. Next time, use your jetpack.
Well, hopefully there won't be a next time because our butts are out of here. I still can't believe all that time I spent not realizing that that airlock was open now.
That ship will carry the memory of your visit for...
And I coincidentally completed that mission that I had got at the mission board earlier.
Security is usually good about keeping out strays.
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
You have any problems, you should... Hey, look who's alive. You bring me my liquor?
I nearly lost my life and my lunch trying to get this stuff. You need to up your plan.
Is that so?
I'm really not asking for all that
I guess
much.
not.
I know you'd like to help me if you could.
Sorry, but I can't.
I understand. I'm not trying to
Look,
make things difficult.
I'd like to help, but... Fine, fine. You win. I'll up what I'm offering. Here, you earned this. Now, you ever need to blow away some memories, you come back and see me. Understand?
75 XP, but 7,500 credits. Okay, that almost makes it worth it. So, what else do we have? Helen is here, so...
You have not been authorized to direct this unit. Thank you for your understanding.
I didn't say crap to this unit. Thank you
Here,
for shutting up.
all the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
1148 detected. Error. You have already checked in at this drop-off location. Check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed along your route.
Welcome to the Vanguard Recruitment Office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you. Take care of yourself.
Backing out of that conversation for now.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
Found
Heading
him dead
outside
and
the
his
city.
package empty. Coincidentally, he's talking about the heat killing you. The temperature on this planet is 46 degrees Celsius. That's around 114, or well, actually closer to 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package? My God. Dead? Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to.
And why exactly did you install a tracking device
Mr.
on the ship?
Maximoff was, may still be, one of Reliant's most ambitious young executives. His business is Reliant's business. If he was to do something rash, like run off with Reliant's confidential and proprietary data, then it's our responsibility to know that. Hence the tracker, and why I'd appreciate your help in confirming if that's the case or not.
You don't think this is more of a job for UC security?
Oh, I'll be informing UC security, but speedy results don't appear to be their forte. I need Mr. Maximoff tracked down and my package recovered, and I need it now. Can I count on you to handle that?
Sure.
Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our fallen courier and our missing data.
Again, only 50 XP, but 3,800 credits for that part of the
Finally
mission.
starting to cool off.
She says what I've been thinking. Finally starting to cool off. It's actually been kind of comfortable here at night.
Where to next?
Escape trajectory plotted. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
Let's see, he was on Hawley. reclaimed outpost.
Gear looks green, ready to land.
Smell those lovely industrial fumes. Disgusting.
Damn joke.
I don't know if our instrumentation is rated for long-term exposure to this level of cold.
Well, he's not feeling exposed. gonna have to make sure to buy or find some digipicks because I'm running kind of short on them. Well, where's the entryway key?
Nicely done.
And that's a master overlock. That's not going to happen. I just don't think there's anything in there important enough. John is such a kiss butt. I don't understand why Kalen likes him so much. Getting pretty sick of the fact that he's been getting extra time off, too. I bring it up to Kalen, but I'm already on thin ice as it is. Hate this place. I can't wait to finish out my time and move back to NA. After multiple reports of increasing pirate activity in the sector, any attempts to have our security beefed up have been denied. Yet again, we find ourselves in a dangerous area with little to no combat experience. I think it's time for a career change. Come to think of it, we do have some pretty decent weapons in the storage room. No one here can fight, but hopefully some of us know which way to point them. Oh, who am I kidding? Office door and storage room unlocked and opened. Well. Still need the key. There, now they're in for a little bit of a surprise. Office was supposed to have been unlocked. Still requires the entryway key.
Damage.
I want to know why she attacked the robot after we had already reprogrammed their friend for foe.
Are you here for me? Well, don't just stand there. Help me. Thank God. Ugh. You know, honestly didn't expect UC security to get here, so... Wait, you're not with security? Who are you?
Just someone trying to find the party responsible for a dead courier and some stolen Reliant
Well,
data.
I can help on all accounts. Maldonado, the man responsible for killing the courier, stealing my ship, and dragging me here, he's got the data. He's looking to auction off our research and frame me for the theft. But that son of a bitch crossed the wrong man. What do you say we go get Reliant's property back?
So it was this Maldonado that kidnapped you then?
You've got my word, it's the truth. I was just popping out to grab some coffee when someone stuck something in my neck. Next thing I know, I'm bound on my own ship, listening to Maldonado blabber about how he's planning to spend the money he'll be making off Reliant's hard work, which we're not going to let happen.
Whoa now, we are not doing anything. You're staying here while I...
You don't need to worry about me. We'll both be safer with someone watching our backs. Now, no more arguing. Let's go. Maldonado's quarters are towards the rear of the facility. Don't worry though, I'm sure you noticed he didn't exactly pay for Ecliptic's finest. No Ecliptic A-team would have missed a pistol on their only captive, for example. And I took several firearms courses before my transfer to Gagarin. This should be child's play.
We'll see. Definitely. Oh, this should be child's play. Yeah, say that when you're being shot at. Okay, I have the office key. And another 680 credits. Okay, open up the office, which I think was up here somewhere. Okay, somewhere out there is a room that I have not unlocked that I have the key for. But it's not that one. See, here's where this game needs a mini-map, and it doesn't have one. Yet. They might add that in a future update, but right now, that's why I'm having so much trouble finding stuff that I've already passed, because I don't remember the landmarks. Okay. Let's see, there's the door I can't open. Where's the door that I have the key for now?
What's the meaning of all this? I am not to be... Bonifant. So, Reliant sends along a merc of their own, then.
Shut it! Hand over the data, or I'll promise you'll regret it.
Well, look at that fire. Junior executive, no more. The answer is no, Mr. Maximov. This data's worth a lot of money to my potential buyers. Of course, it doesn't have to be just me that benefits. Now, if Reliant sent you, then you've had the pleasure of meeting Ms. Strickland. Lovely woman, don't you think?
It doesn't really matter what I think. I'm just here to do a job.
But that's the very problem. You're doing your job for the wrong person. Strickland is as cheap as she is mean. I, however, understand the importance of appropriate compensation. I will pay you handsomely right now to turn around, get back in your ship, and inform Helena that our Bonifant here betrayed her. That he killed the courier, stole Reliant's precious data, but was then tragically killed during the handoff with Ecliptic. I'll even handle the killing part myself. What do you say?
Quiet! It's not going to work! It's not, right?
Is Strickland really as cheap as he's claiming?
Wait, you're not actually considering this, are you? Yes, maybe Helena's on the more frugal side of things. But did you not hear him? He's talking about killing me. All we want is that data.
We're leaving here with that data, Malcolm.
We refuse to let you get away with this.
Well, I can't say I didn't try. But, I've got an auction to plan, so I guess I'll just have to get rid of you myself. Ta-ta.
So much for that.
Best decision you're ever making.
If you're searching, then make it quick.
The data's intact? Thank God. I'll take my own shit back to Gagarin. I'm sure Helena will be... Well, she'll be happy to see you, at least. I'll see you back on Gagarin.
Well, lesson number one, lesson to be learned here. If all you have is a pistol, maybe don't threaten people with an energy rifle and a heavy shotgun. Just saying.
You should inspect.
Whoa. 61 damage from that pistol. I'm almost tempted to sell off my ace.
Your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. That'll cost me plenty to have it.
If you have any comments about this facility, please.
You're back. Without Mr. Maximoff. Is he all right? You didn't have to deal with him, did you?
The thief was a man named Maldonado, not your employee.
Maldonado? I know that name. He's a renowned data broker. Black market. I'll have to let corporate know about his involvement. And that you managed to stop him. This was good work. Excellent work. Speaking of which, would you be so kind as to hand over the data?
Maldonado made me an offer. I turned him down, but I think you need to up what you're paying me.
That seems reasonable. Here, for a job well done. You have Reliance and my gratitude.
5,500 credits and another 100 XP. All right. Well, we'll look into the rest of this maybe in another stream, because right now we only have about 6 or 7 minutes left till the end of the 4-hour mark. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I want to thank everyone for coming. I appreciate all the support. And for those who are new to the channel and like what you see, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And have a great rest of your day. See you for the next one.